Hi, I'm Kathy Dodson.
And I'm Jocelyn Lindsay. Welcome to another episode of 5 Minute Indie Insights, publishing tips and tricks in 5 minutes with no jargon, no death by PowerPoint, just solid information in bite sized pieces.
We've got a really important topic today. Writing is hard, and not just because you create entire books out of nothing but thin air and your imagination.
Or because you spend hours at the computer every day until it feels like your fingers are going to bleed and your butt is numb.
So tell me, Jocelyn, what's the hardest thing about writing and publishing a novel?
Oh, there's so many things, but I think one of the hardest things is that we spend so much time in our heads, and there's this little voice, there's this asshole little voice in our head that is constantly saying things like, "Are you good enough? Is this good enough? Do you have enough talent? Is this novel really worthy?"
Right. Those questions are tough to overcome, and I have felt each one of them personally and painfully. This is one thing that traditional authors can bypass for a while by obtaining an agent and a publishing house because those things give them validation. But they don't have it easy either. Their books may not sell and they can be dropped by their publisher.
Yeah, absolutely. And I even, indie authors don't have any of this kind of validation that I think traditional authors get the sense of. There's no agent that says, "Oh, this is amazing, I want it." There's no publishing house that's like, "Oh, this is amazing, we want to sell this." So, how do you get validation as an indie author? How do you know you're good enough?
Well, for starters, no one should publish a book that they expect people to read unless that book has been vetted by people other than the author. And I don't mean your mother.
Or your cat?
Nope, you should have an editor or a book coach or critique partners or beta readers or some combination of those read your novel and give you feedback.
Because also make sure you understand the audience for your book, not your mother, not your cat. You need to be reading in genres that and get a feel for what people like in the genre that you're writing. Some people look down on writing to market, but you have to understand your market if you're going to find your fans.
And finding your fans is what finally answers the question of, am I a good writer? When someone contacts me and lets me know how much they connected with one of my characters, or when I get a good review or two or 200, that's when I can put those fears to rest. And even though I still strive to get better with each novel, my books are good enough. They found their audience and people love them.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I feel that way about beta readers. I mean, for anybody, having somebody tell you that they love it, they love what the work you're doing, it fills that space that needs that validation to quiet those voices so that we can go on. And I don't think there's an agent or a publisher. I don't think there's any of that in the world that can give you any greater validation than the people who are reading your books and loving them. It's your audience, I think, that finally is really what lets you know you're writing the right thing and you're on the right track. So you have to do your homework and make sure you put the best novel you can out there.
Right. And don't let that negative voice hold you back. Use it to drive you forward and drive you to do your best. I use it for discipline.
Yeah.
And with that, it's time to get back to work.
Yeah.
What
And
my little voice is saying.
that's a better voice than this needs validation. So yeah, we love getting comments from you. There's been some comments, there's been some questions. Please keep them coming. Subscribe to our channel here. We love hearing from you all. And with that, we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.